Ever since Asher Vance learned that a mermaid heart could cure all illnesses, he had my heart surgically removed 9 times to treat his beloved Blair. The 9th time I wept and begged him, "Please, no, I'll die." But he kicked me aside like I was nothing more than a stray dog, his eyes brimming with undisguised contempt. "Don't mermaids have infinite healing? You bounced back the last 8 times. Who are you putting on a show for now? And if you dare run to Grandpa Edward, you'll regret it." With that, he glared at me in warning, then wrapped an arm around Blair and turned, walking away, utterly uncaring if I lived or died. When Grandpa Edward found me, my entire body was slowly beginning to fade, becoming translucent. I looked up weakly at the trembling old man and whispered, my voice faint, "Your ancestors saved me 9 times. I promised to protect your family for 9 generations. But now my power, built over 9 lifetimes, is completely depleted, and my life is fading fast. Please let me go. Coralia, you can't leave us. If something happens to you, what will become of our family? How will we survive?" Grandpa Edward Vance watched my body swaying unsteadily. He immediately summoned all the family's private medical team, instructing them to cure me at all costs. But after the last doctor finished examining me, he sighed and shook his head. "I'm sorry, Mr. Vance, but her heart has been removed. There's nothing more we can do. It's best to prepare for the worst." As he spoke, Grandpa Edward looked at me as if struck by a heavy hammer, stunned. Then he fell to his knees, pleading, "Coralia, I know my wretched grandson is a monster, but please, for the sake of our family's history, forgive him this once. You promised to protect the Vance family for 9 generations, and this is only the 3rd. Don't worry, I'll make sure to rein in that ungrateful grandson of mine. As for that conniving woman, I'll kick her out as soon as possible. I'll set things right for you." Listening to him, I slowly raised my arm, which was already beginning to fade. I gave a bitter laugh, Asher's face flashing in my mind from the first time he spoke such cruel words to me. His eyes had been full of resentment and disgust. "You monster, it's an honor for your heart to save Blair. Otherwise I would have tossed you back into the ocean ages ago. Someone, quick, put Coralia back in salt water." Seeing my body begin to fade, Grandpa Edward hurriedly ordered them to carry me into the water. I am a mermaid, and salt water helps me recover. But the moment I entered the water, I felt a searing, tearing pain course through my entire body. The intense agony made me let out a suppressed moan. I knew this was fresh water. Staying in fresh water for too long would surely kill me, but I didn't intend to call for help. Perhaps it would be better to simply die like this. I was born from the water, and I would die in the water. With that thought, I stopped resisting, letting the fresh water burn my limbs. On the shore, Grandpa Edward saw no reaction from me after a long while, and a pained expression flickered across his pale face. He suddenly felt something was very wrong. He stirred the water with his hand, then cried out in horror. Who on earth would replace the salt water with fresh water? What monster did this? He quickly ordered his men to pull me out of the water, but it was too late. While salt water was a sacred balm for mermaids, fresh water was a deadly poison to me. Just a short time submerged in it, and my body's fading had become significantly worse. I probably only had 2 or 3 days left. Haha, this is fun. Really fun. A cheerful, bell-like voice drifted from not far away. Blair was skipping happily, her face alight with excitement. Asher stood beside her, stroking her head, his gaze full of doting affection. At last, Grandpa Edward knew who had swapped the water. He leaned on his cane and stormed over, slapping Asher across the face, looking at him with a mix of fury and crushing disappointment. "You ungrateful son, do you have any idea what you've done? Coralia is the protector of our family. If she's gone, do you know what the Vance family will face? Even you." But before Grandpa Edward could continue, Asher turned his head, his eyes burning with resentment. "Even I was saved by her. Enough. I don't know how many times I've heard that pathetic lie. If it weren't for Blair, I'd still be in the dark. Blair saved me, not this ugly monster mermaid." Towards the end, Asher grabbed Grandpa Edward's shoulders, roaring, "Grandpa, the Vance family's success today is thanks to the blessings of our ancestors. Not her, Coralia. She's just a monster. When will you wake up?" Finish.